3 columns, 1 building. One choice that can cost you thousands later. Let's get into it. So in today's video, we're going to be covering the good, better, and best columns for your pole barn. Most people think a pole barn starts with steel or trusses. In reality, it starts with what's in the ground, and that decision determines whether your building lasts 15 years or 50. Posts and columns carry every load in a post frame building: the roof, walls, wind, snow, and even uplift. If the columns fail, the building fails. So starting with the good, solid columns. Solid posts are the most basic option. They're cheaper up front, but they're more prone to twisting and long-term moisture damage, especially in the ground. So long-term cost is the highest. You have a higher risk of twisting or decay. They're more vulnerable to moisture and ground contact issues. Repair or replacement is extremely difficult and costly. The best use for these: short-term buildings or tight upfront budgets, but I still wouldn't recommend them. So next up we have the better, which are laminated columns. Laminated columns are built by bonding multiple layers together. That means straighter columns, greater strength, and better long-term performance compared to solid posts. The upfront cost is slightly higher in material costs than solid posts. Straighter, stronger, more consistent, better load distribution. Longer service life, lower risk of structural movement, better resistance to wrapping and cracking. Best use for these are most agriculture, commercial, and residential post frame buildings. And now for the best. We have the Perma-Columns. Perma-Columns take the wood out of the ground entirely. They use a concrete base paired with an engineered laminated column above grade, eliminating rot risk and delivering maximum durability and lifespan. So the upfront cost is the highest on this one. Higher material cost per column, slightly higher install cost. Concrete base eliminates wood to soil contact. So the long-term cost is the lowest. No in-ground wood rot, longest lifespan, ideal for conditioned, residential, and high-value buildings. The best use for Perma-Columns: barndominiums, shops, commercial buildings, and long-term investments. So if you do have an older pole barn and you run into those rot problems, the older columns, here are 3 ways that we can replace those. So one is sister a laminated column. When rot is localized, we install a new laminated column next to the failing post. A 4-foot hole is excavated besides the original column. The new laminated post is set on the existing footing, and the top section is bolted to the original post, transferring the structural load to the new column. 2. Bracket to concrete reinforcement. So for buildings with a concrete floor, we can reinforce the column by using steel brackets anchored into the slab. The bracket transfers the building's load into the concrete, bypassing the rotted section below the grade. No excavation required. 3. Replace with a permacolumn. So when rot is extremely severe, we replace the failed wood post with a precast concrete permacolumn. So the building is temporarily supported, the rotted column is cut off, and the existing post is bolted to the concrete column, keeping wood out of the ground permanently. Different problems require different repairs, but every one of them can cost more than building it the right way the first time. Columns make up a small percentage of the total project cost, but they're the hardest part of the building to ever replace. This is one decision you only want to make once and make it right. So that's a wrap on columns. If you found this video helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe for more post-frame content. And let us know if you have any questions or ideas in the comment section below. Until next time, build with confidence.